I'm very bullish on Etsy right now because there's a lot of opportunity here, quite frankly, and there's a lot of sales. And while there's certainly some competition too, if you do what I show you in this video, you'll be able to leapfrog a ton of it very easily. And one of the things that I love about it is once you spend time to create the listings here, it becomes completely hands off. Now, you might be slower in the beginning when you're learning how to find hot selling designs and then create them yourself. But as you do more and more, you'll get faster, better, and more efficient very quickly. And when I started, the biggest challenge was actually creating designs. It was the most time-consuming part of the process, and it required a lot of skill, quite frankly. I either had to use a graphic design software or Photoshop to create the designs myself, which took a lot of time because, quite frankly, I wasn't very skilled at it, or I had to outsource the work to a graphic designer, which became very expensive very quickly. But you don't need to do that anymore. There are AI tools out there that will handle all this for you automatically. It is a game changer. Then, once your listings are up on Etsy, they'll generate you sales passively. You might need to answer the occasional message, but honestly, that's about it. It's automated and hands-off at that point. So the first thing that you want to do is obviously find a hot selling design or design with potential. And then you want to recreate it with your own spin on it, making it slightly different, right? If you're into graphic design or you're a creative person who enjoys creating original designs, then you can still use this method to at least speed up the process. But obviously, if you want to create your own designs, that's okay as well. Although for most of us, I'd recommend starting here a little further along the runway. And most of us want to make money as quickly as possible, and the way that you can shortcut that process is by uploading high quality designs that are already proven to sell or very, very similar to something like that, right? That's the best method I've found to shortcut the process. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And of course, you don't want to copy someone's design 100% either. That's a no-brainer, and it goes without saying. But if you can find a design that's selling extremely well already with not much competition, it would be dumb not to recreate that in your own way, slightly different, of course, because you already know there's a high likelihood that you could also do well on the platform, get sales, and improve the design for future customers, so it's a no-brainer. To find hot selling designs, there are several ways to go about it, right? So you can either look at sellers' past sold listings to see what's actually selling, and then gauge the overall demand and competition of a design on Etsy as a whole to see if that's a hot product with low competition or not. But in my opinion, the easiest method, hands down, is just use a software like AutoDS to find the hot selling products for you. AutoDS is your one-stop solution to fully automate your entire dropshipping business, even on Etsy. Not only are you able to use the winning built-in products tab to get trending products that are actually selling on Etsy right now, spoon-fed to you, but you can also add products directly within AutoDS so that when you do get sales, they'll get shipped out to your customers and the software will update the tracking number for that corresponding order for you. And you can manage all of this within your AutoDS dashboard, but since it connects to your Etsy shop, it will automatically sync and pull in the addresses and orders you receive, and then automatically update those same orders with the tracking info so you never have to lift a finger once you list a product. That way you can focus on the things that actually matter to scale your business and stay off the hamster wheel of doing the boring day-to-day tasks that, yes, need to get done, but that you can automate with a software like this. So if you want to access thousands of hot selling products that you can also sell on Etsy and completely automate your shop after you list those products, AutoDS is a no-brainer. You can use the first link in the description to sign up. Then, once you find a hot selling design, it's now time to recreate it on your own, right? So we're gonna use these two as examples here. So this one right here, which is pretty funny in my opinion, and this one right here about golf. So the first thing that you're obviously gonna wanna do is just either download the actual picture or take a snippet of it. What I like to do so we don't confuse the actual AI when we're using this tool is we're gonna take an actual snippet of the design, so we don't wanna confuse it with like the picture of the guy, the background, etc. We're just going to take a screenshot of the actual design, right? Then I'm going to take that, right? And I'm going to upload that image into a software called Vectorizer. You can find that by using vectorizer.io. I will also make sure to link this in the description. I think it's like $10 a month, but it's super valuable. It's going to essentially pull all the background out of the image to give you a transparent PNG picture that you can then upload onto a t-shirt, a mug, a backpack, a sweatshirt, whatever you want on your on-demand store. Maybe upload it to all of the above. So here we are in Vectorizer. We're going to upload that image. And as you can see, it's going to start taking all the different shades out of that image, right? So you've got white and you've got blue. You'll also notice that there are different tiers here that you can choose from. So the simplest way is to go to one of the top or middle tiers so that you're not dealing with all the different shades that it's identifying of that blue. So the easiest would be to go to this one or this one. And obviously, if you have a bunch of different colors, you just want to go somewhere in the middle so it's easier to isolate the colors and then delete them out, which will be the next step, right? So I'm just going to go to the first one since this is pretty, blue and white essentially, and then it will redo it and we'll be able to either hide the white or the blue. So if we hide the blue here, let it run. There you go. It identified all the blue in the background and took the actual image right here all out for us. So now we can download this as a PNG that is completely transparent now and upload it to whatever we want, right? And before I knew about software tools like this used to take me so long because I had to manually cut everything out in Photoshop. And not only did I hate it, but it took so long to do, or I had to outsource this process to a graphic designer every single time, which racked up money very quickly. And on my original store, I had like 1,000 designs up like that. So you can guesstimate just how expensive that got very fast. So we're going to change this to PNG and then we're going to download it. And now we can take that image and upload it to whatever we want. And again, they will automatically then print it on that for us when we get an order on Etsy. They will push this to Etsy automatically into our store and then also ship that to the customer on our behalf again, all automatically. So we don't have to do anything about it, right? We don't have to fulfill it. We don't have to input the tracking number, nothing, and letting them go to work for us. This is how I'm able to recreate high quality designs that are proven to sell well on the platform, really do them a lot faster now with AI tools like I showed you, and really automate the process so you can focus on the things that actually matter to drive your boat and your business forward. And they can handle all the nitty gritty and the logistics for you again for a small fraction of the price.